Scots Nation and fans of the USA South Athletic Conference, welcome to today's live video broadcast of the Scots of Covenant College from Lookout Mountain, Georgia, and today's host, the Fighting Scots from Maryville College. I'm Heath Dunkel, and we are excited to be bringing you Maryville College basketball on the Scots Broadcasting Network. Per USA South and local COVID guidelines, fans are not permitted within the Cooper Athletic Center or Boydson Bear Gymnasium for today's event. We hope you understand and enjoy today's broadcast, and here we go. Covenant starts off with the basketball. Ball in the hands of Kirsch. Kirsch will swing the ball around now on the right side of the key, and bringing it up top is number 15. That is Ruthie Moore. Ruthie Moore for three. No good. And rebounded by Eckenrod. Here comes Maryville. Eckenrod over to Seals. Now over to Hefner in the corner. Hefner inside and back out. Good ball movement by Maryville. Eckenrod with the ball. She'll get it back up top to Seals. Seals kicks it out. Pump fake. Dishes across and continuing to move the ball is Maryville. Good job there as Shelby Hicks takes the three. No good. And rebounded by Covenant. Maryville comes into today's ball game 2-0 to start the year, while Covenant got an early start, sitting at 1-11 as their season began in December. Shot clock winding down. They're going to have to throw something up, and able to get inside into the lane is number 15, Ruthie Moore, the sophomore guard. And the first points on the board as Covenant leads 2-0 with 8:38 remaining here in the first quarter. Hefner in the corner, pump fake, gets it inside to Wandell. Wandell closely guarded. They're going to have to move the ball back out. Three ball now for Eckenrod. Bottom. 3-2, Maryville takes the lead. Nowhere to go for Cosette Kirsch. Good defense by Maryville. And now they're going to get it inside to their star freshman, Gillis. Gillis unable to hold on to it, and here comes Maryville. Three ball by Eckenrod, and she's got 2 threes to start this ball game. It's 6-2. Maryville leads. Up with the floater, no good, and rebounded by Hannah Seals of Maryville. Seals, the freshman guard from Morristown, Tennessee, getting the start today. She'll kick it over to Shelby Hicks. Hicks, three, no good. Rebounded by Hefner. Hefner inside, goes up, blocked by Mergillis. Scott still able to retain, though, and Coach Trevelyan calls out the play from the sidelines for his team. Inside to Wandell. Wandell kicks back out. Three ball, Eckenrod, money! To start the game, Eckenrod with 3 3-pointers, and Maryville has the lead 9-2 with 7:15 remaining in the first quarter, and we've got a timeout on the court. While we're at the timeout, we'd like to remind you that today's broadcast is sponsored by Blunt Partnership. Blunt Partnership is the eyes, ears, and voice of the local business community. The partnership works closely with the cities of Alcoa, Maryville, Townsend, Rockford, Louisville, and Friendsville. Now both teams get back on the floor. It will be Covenant basketball, but how about the impressive start by Elsa Eckenrod? 3 of 3 from the three-point line. So a 9-2 lead for Maryville with 7:14 remaining in the first quarter. And Covenant with the ball. Swinging it around, trying to get it inside. Nothing doing, has to kick it back out. Three ball's going to be taken this time by Kirsch, and it's good. Couple substitutions in the ball game for Maryville. Number 11, Hannah Jones in the ball game. And also number 24, Meredith Ward. Basket up for Jones, no good, and here comes Covenant with the basketball. Kirsch drives. Decides to bring it right back out. Now she's going to move the ball around. Got an open three here, up and good for number 15, Ruthie Moore. So out of the timeout, Covenant comes back fighting, and now it's a 1-point lead for Maryville. Nice thought there by Hannah Seals, trying to kind of throw it behind her back as she saw Hefner slashing towards the basket. Just overthrew her just a touch, out of bounds, and now Covenant with the basketball. Losing the ball, but Crumley able to recover for Covenant. They'll get it right back to Crumley. 3-ball. No good. And rebounded by Meredith Ward, the freshman forward from Kennesaw, Georgia. She'll give it over to Seals, and Seals has it at the top of the key. She's going to kick it over to Hefner. Hefner will bring it back up top. Over to Ward for a 3, and good. Nice job that time by Hefner, having the defense collapse and kick it back to an open Ward who drains the three-pointer. Maryville hot from the three-point line so far today. They're 4 of 6. Rebound inside by Eckenrod, and here comes Maryville. Fast break, pushing it down the court to Ward. Ward tries to pass it over to Jones in some traffic. Jones is able to recover, though, and kick it out to Hefner, and the 3 is good. Now 15-8. Maryville leads with 5:07 remaining here in the first. Crumley with the ball on the left side of the key, and she'll kick it back up top. Now right back to Crumley. She'll try to throw it inside, and no one was paying attention there. Almost intercepted by Maryville. McGillis somehow able to come back away with it, though. She'll get it inside to number 20. 20 goes up, no good. Gets her own rebound, but then loses the handle and stolen by Hannah Seals. Hannah Seals crosses half court. Heavily guarded this time by Cosette Kirsch. Or excuse me, that's Crumley with the defense. And Seals will turn it over. McIntosh with the ball at the top. Getting the offensive play call set. Gives to Crumley. Crumley drives, kicks. And as that's going to be a reach-in foul. And it looks like they're going to call down on number 24, Meredith Ward. That will be her first and the team first. Some substitutions into the ball games. Looks like Courtney Carruthers enters for Maryville, and also Shelby Hicks. Crumley with the ball. She'll get it over to the side. Ball swinging inside to McGillis. McGillis tries to go around. She's going to have to get it out too. Kirsch drives. Nowhere to go. Has to kick it right back out. Shot clock winding down. McIntosh is just going to have to quickly get it out. And a 3-ball no good by Crumley. Rebounded by Hefner, and here comes Maryville. Carruthers has it up top. 3:39 remains here in the first, 15-8. Carruthers drives inside. Pull-up jumper no good, and rebounded by Covenant. Rebounded by McGillis. McGillis goes back up, and she is fouled, so that will send her to the free throw line. That foul is going to be on number 12, Holland Geralds. That will be her first, team second. A couple substitutions in the game. Hefner and Jones will go to the bench. Looks like Wandell's back in, and Hannah Seals is as well. Looks like Ruthie and Alyssa Moore back in for Covenant. Both free throws no good, but Covenant gets the rebound. Kirsch gets it over to Moore. Moore now to McGillis. Jump shot from McGillis. No good. Rebounded by Seals. And here comes Maryville. Seals gets it over to Carruthers. Now inside to Wandell. Wandell up with it. Blocked. Last touch by Covenant, so Maryville will have the basketball under the goal. Seals the inbound. Kicks it over to Carruthers. 3-ball. Good. Nice shot there by Courtney Carruthers. 18-8, 10-point lead for Maryville with 2:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Moore with the basketball and stolen by Carruthers. Fast break, here she comes. Goes up and around, tries to swing it up, and good. That's 5 quick points for Courtney Carruthers, and it is 20-8. Maryville leads. Kirsch has it at the top. She's going to swing it over to Alyssa Moore. Alyssa Moore will drive. Blocked by Wandell. And coming away with it is Shelby Hicks. She'll get it to Seals, and Seals will start the fast break. Gets it inside to Wandell. Back right out. Seals now with the ball. She'll kick it back in. Fakes the handoff is Wandell, and she'll kick it outside to Hicks. She takes the three. No good. Covenant trying to push the tempo themselves. And they'll get it outside for a 3-ball. No good. Rebounded by Kelly Wandell. Wandell just a machine on the glass. She does an excellent job of coming away with the rebounds. Averages about 13 rebounds a game. Ball tipped away by Covenant. It will stay with Maryville. And we've got a substitution into the ball game for Covenant. That'll be number 14, Naomi Crumley, back into the ball game. Crumley, a freshman guard from Cleveland, Georgia. Seals will inbound. She'll get it to Wandell. Wandell up and around. Kicks it right back out. Jump shot. Nope, no good. And that looks like it was off the hands of Holland Gerald's last. And that is indeed the call from the referee. So Covenant now with the basketball. It is 20-8. Maryville leads with 1:28 remaining here in the first quarter. Maryville shooting really well to start this ball game. 46% from the field, 66% from behind the three-point line. A little 2-3 zone for Maryville, making things difficult for Covenant. And they try to beat it by throwing up a three. No good, and rebounded by Shelby Hicks. She'll hand it off to Carruthers. Carruthers, open three. No good. And battling for that one, looked like it went off the foot of Covenant, but they're going to say Gerald's touched it last. So Covenant now with an opportunity. We've got under a minute now to play here in the first quarter. Covenant down 12 and trying to get something going here. See if they can get a little bit of momentum to end the first quarter. Crumley's going to kick it over. Inside is Moore. She'll kick it out. There's going to be a foul down low. A foul's going to be on Holland Geralds. That is her second, team third. And Covenant will inbound from under the basket. And a substitution as coach is going to go ahead and send Geralds to the bench. And in comes Elsa Eckenrod. Cosette Kirsch to inbound for Covenant. Get it up top to Ruthie Moore. Moore up, drives. No good with the basket. And battling for it that time was Wandell and Alyssa Moore. Last touched by Moore out of bounds. So Maryville will have the basketball. Shelby Hicks to inbound. She'll give it to Hannah Sills, and Sills tops for a moment as Coach Trevelyan shouts out a play to her. We've got 27 seconds remaining here on the clock in the first quarter. About 3 more seconds than what's on the shot clock right now for Maryville. Sills hands it off to Hicks. Hicks will drive down the lane and go up with it. Up, no good. And 10 seconds on the clock. Covenant with the basketball. Going coast to coast and then kicking it outside. And here comes Cosette Kirsch. Basket no good. Rebounded by Hicks, but they're going to say Kirsch was fouled. Cosette Kirsch, a sophomore guard from Austin, Texas, at the line. Substitution in for Covenant, number 10, Cora Dodson, a freshman guard from Glen Rose, Texas, enters the ball game. First free throw up and good. Second free throw good as well, 10-point ball game. 0.6 left on the clock, so Maryville will probably just inbound it here, and complete the first quarter, and that's what they do. Your score after one, Maryville 20, Covenant 10. You're listening to the Scots Broadcasting Network. We'll be back in just a moment to bring you second quarter action. Back to the action as we begin second quarter of play here at Maryville. Maryville leads 20-10 over Covenant. Maryville looking to stay undefeated to start the season and undefeated in conference play as they are currently 2-0. While Covenant looking to get back into the win column as they have had a struggling start to the season, sitting at 1-11. Maryville gets it inside to Shelby Hicks. Hicks tries the reverse layup. She's going to be fouled. And that will be on number 20, Alyssa Moore, the sophomore guard from Linden, Washington. First free throw up and good for Hicks. And that will be her first points of the ball game. Second free throw, in and out, and Covenant with the ball. Nice defense from Maryville causes the half-court violation, and now the Scots with the basketball. Coach Trevelyan very pleased with the defense he saw right there. As now Hannah Sills has it for Maryville, and she'll kick it over to Hefner. Hefner right back to Seals. Seals will now give it over to Eckenrod, who will drive, kick it back up top, now over to Hicks. Three ball. Good. Nice shot that time from Hicks, and that'll be 4 points for her today. Tough defense again from Maryville. They're going to have to hurry to get it across. That time, and Covenant finally does, and Crumley drives inside. No good, and rebounded by Meredith Ward. Here comes Maryville. Nice pass to Hefner, just a little too much under the basket, and Hefner unable to connect. So Covenant comes right back with it. McGillis inside. Back up top now, Kirsch with it. She'll kick it inside to McGillis. McGillis up, no good. Rebounded by Hicks. Hicks hands it off to Seals. Here comes Maryville as she crosses the logo. Hicks over to Eckenrod. Eckenrod will drive. Up and around McGillis, and no good on the basket. Covenant rebounds. Ruthie Moore with it. Ruthie will drive. Have to get rid of it. She gets it up top to Cosette Kirsch, who takes a three, and good. Maryville defense collapsed, leaving Cosette Kirsch wide open at the top of the key, and she made them pay with a three-pointer. Full timeout on the court. We'll take one with them. 7:49 remains in the second quarter. Maryville 24, Covenant 13. Players back on the court as we're getting ready to get things going again. 7:49 remains in the second quarter. 24-13, Maryville leads. You're listening to the Scots Broadcasting Network. I'm Heath Dunkel. Shelby Hicks inbounds to Hannah Seals. And tough half-court defense right now by Covenant. Maryville looking like they're able to break it. They'll get it inside to Wandale. Wandale will go up with it. No good. She comes away with her own rebound, but it looks like a battle for a jump ball there as number 0, Madison Blevins, battles it out. And the possession arrow will go to Covenant. And Maryville's going to respond with some half-court defense of their own, making things difficult. And almost stolen that time was Hannah Seals. She was able to pick the pocket of Cosette Kirsch, but the ball went dribbling away, and she tried to get it, but unable to recover. It goes out of bounds. Covenant will stay with it. Destiny McGillis back in the game, a stud freshman for Covenant who won Rookie of the Week last week. She is going to be a very talented player the next few years for Covenant. They have found a real gem in her. And up top, they'll get it inside to McGillis now. McGillis double teamed, goes up with a jump shot, no good, and rebounded by Shelby Hicks, who will get it to Hefner. Hefner, another USA South Rookie of the Week recipient, goes up there, no good, rebounded by Wandale. Wandale back up with a second opportunity, and she is fouled. You can sense a little bit of frustration by Wandale, who has missed a couple shots inside and really is wanting to see that ball fall in the net. But she will go to the line, have an opportunity here. So far for the game, Kelly Wandale with 1 rebound, but as I mentioned, she is someone on the glass that you have to look out for. Typically averages about 13 rebounds a game. First free throw up and good for Wandale. Second free throw up and good as well. 26-13. Crumley tries to break the defense and go up with it, and she is going to be able to draw the foul, and that will send her to the line. No, they're not going to say it's an act of shooting. It's going to be before she went up for the shot. So Covenant to inbound under the basket. Cosette Kirsch to inbound. We've got a substitution. Shelby Hicks will re-enter the ball game, and Holland Geralds will come over to the sideline. Good defense by Maryville, but Covenant able to get the rebound. Threw ball up, no good. Covenant able to save it again, and Kirsch goes up with the floater, and it falls. Covenant down by 11 with 6:28 remaining in the first quarter. And Carruthers loses the handle that time. Covenant with the ball. Kirsch has it up top. Kirsch will swing it around. Moore will drive. Back up top to Kirsch. 3-ball. Good. Kirsch having quite the ball game so far. She's up to 13 points. She has got 13 of Covenant's 18 points so far today. She is having quite the ball game. Doing all she can to try to will this team to stay in this game. As Hefner kicks it out to Eckenrod, and Eckenrod tries to go up with another 3. That's her first missed 3 of the ball game. She was 3 of 3 before that one.
The foul is on Maryville, number 42, Kelly Wandale, her first, team second.
And a battle for the basketball ends up with a foul for Kelly Wandale. So Covenant now with the ball. Kirsch has it up top. She gets it over to Mary Elaine Mitchell. Mitchell will drive, swing it back around. Crumley now with it. Crumley's going to take her chance to go inside. and unable to connect, and rebounded by Wandell, who hands it off to Hefner. Hefner pushes tempo. Sees an opening in the lane, takes it, and she will draw the foul. Looks like coming in late that time was number 12 of Covenant. Yes, indeed. That is Mary Elaine Mitchell, the freshman guard from Macon, Georgia. And that will send Hefner to the line. As I mentioned earlier, Hefner, the USA South Rookie of the Week. Connects there on the first free throw. She's having a really good start to the season as an opening weekend for Maryville. Averaged 14 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Second free throw up and good as well. That'll be 5 points for Hefner. (28-18), 10-point lead for Maryville with 5:18 remaining in the second quarter. McGillis has the basketball. Pump fake and the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Hefner. And here comes Hefner. Nice bounce pass that time. Up and in is Hannah Jones. It's now a 12-point ball game. Ball over to Kirsch. Tried to get it inside to Mitchell, or McGillis, excuse me. McGillis loses it, and Maryville with the basketball. Good defense as McGillis tried to get that pass, but active hands from Maryville causes her to lose the handle, and Maryville retains the basketball as Shelby Hicks will inbound, and she'll give it to Hannah Seals. Seals turns and gets the call from Trevelyan. Hefner now with the ball on the right side of the key, up top to Seals. Swings it over to Hefner. Hefner pump fake. Gets it over to Eckenrod. Eckenrod for three. No good. Rebounded by Shelby Hicks. Nice rebound as she's able to come up in between traffic and come away with that one. They're going to call it a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay with Maryville. And Seals the inbound. Tipped away and stolen that time. Covenant now comes away with it, and they hand it off to Kirsch, who comes across half-court line. Kirsch looks to drive. Now she's going to have to get rid of it. Good defense. Here comes more inside. Excuse me, that's Mary Elaine Mitchell, and Mitchell goes up with it. No good, but she's fouled on the shot, so that will send her to the free throw line.
The foul is on Maryville, number 45, Shelby Hicks, her first three of the team.
First free throw up and good for Mitchell. Mitchell's first points of the ball game. Second free throw no good and rebounded by Eckenrod. Hefner will drive, kick it over to Hicks. Hicks loses the handle and recovered by McIntosh of Covenant. McIntosh sees nothing, has to get rid of it. Three ball up for Mitchell, no good. She's able to come away with it and get it over to number 0, Madison Blevins, who misses the shot, and Maryville comes away with it. Nice crossover by Hefner. Tries to split the defenders and go away with it, but just loses the handle and the ball rolls out of bounds. Covenant now with the ball. 30-19, Maryville leads with 3:28 remaining in the second quarter. Kirsch with the ball. She'll move it over to number 33, Michaela Price. Michaela now gives it over to McIntosh. Inside and stolen by Hefner. Hefner thought about the fast break and saw the defense and decided to slow things down a little bit. She gets to Jones. Jones to Eckenrod. Jumper, no good, and rebounded by Covenant. Kirsch with the ball up top. Now back over to Price. Good defense by Meredith Ward. She has to get rid of it now. And driving inside and going up with the basket. Up and under is Ruthie Moore. Nice shot. And it is now 30-21. They've cut this to 9. 2:30 remains in the second quarter. Hefner with the ball on the right side of the key. She's going to have to get rid of it. She gives it to Meredith Ward, who drives inside. Ward outside to Eckenrod. Eckenrod over to Seals. Three's up. No good. And coming away with it is Covenant. McIntosh pushes tempo. Stolen by Hefner. Give it over to Eckenrod. Eckenrod tries to pump fake that time on the jumper, and it looks like she walked. So Covenant back with the ball, and we've got a couple substitutions into the game. Looks like Carruthers, Hicks, and Wandell back in for Maryville. And it looks like for Covenant you've got number 12, Mary Elaine Mitchell, and number 1, Destiny McGillis back into the ball game. Ruthie Moore drives inside, goes up, no good. Rebounded by Wandell. She'll give it to Carruthers. Carruthers will push tempo. She'll give it to Ward. Ward over to Hicks. Hicks, 3-ball. No good. Rebounded by Kirsch. Kirsch with a 3 of her own. No good. Rebounded by Wandell. And here comes Maryville. Pass to Hicks. Over to Seals. Seals to Carruthers. Carruthers will drive. Step back. Good. Nice job in the step back by Carruthers. Has a wide open 3 and connects. So it's now 33-21. Maryville leads. Carruthers now with 8 points. Ruthie Moore with the ball at the top of the key. She'll have to get rid of it to Price. Price now over to Mitchell. Mitchell inside to McGillis. Almost stolen by Wandell. Forces Covenant to bring it back out. Pump fake. Now 3-ball by Price. Up, no good. And Hannah Seals comes away with it. Carruthers now. One-on-one with Mary Elaine Mitchell goes inside. Kicks it out. Meredith Ward. 3-ball. Count it. Ward having a nice game as well. The young freshman from Kennesaw, Georgia, went to Harrison High School. And that's going to give Ward 6 points as she is now 2 of 2 from the 3-point line. McGillis inside goes up with the shot, and she will draw the foul. That'll send her to the line. Foul on number 2, Courtney Carruthers of Maryville. That is her first, team 4th. Got a couple substitutions coming into the game for Covenant as re-entering is number 14, Naomi Crumley. Also looks like number 20, Alyssa Moore back in the ball game. First free throw up and good for McGillis. Second free throw, no good, and rebounded by the Scots. Here comes Hannah Seals. Last shot up and just a bit to the right. No good, and time will expire here in the second quarter. So your score at the half, Maryville 36, Covenant 22. You're listening to the Scots Broadcasting Network. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll go over halftime stats so far in this ball game. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to the Scots Broadcasting Network. I'm Heath Dunkel, and we've got about a minute and a half remaining before we get underway with the third quarter of action here at Maryville College. And we'll go ahead and look at some of the halftime stats for both teams as Maryville leads 36-22. So far for this ball game, Covenant 7 of 30 from the field, shooting 23% from the field, 36% from the three-point line, and 4 of 8, 50% from the free throw line. As for Maryville, 36% from the field, 52% from the three-point line, hitting 9 three-pointers in the first half, and 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Some other key stats: Maryville 27 rebounds, Covenant 19. Bench points, Maryville has really dominated as they have 16 points from the bench, Covenant with 0. Also fast break, Maryville likes to push tempo when they come away with a rebound. 7 fast break points to Covenant's 0. Great game so far for the Scots, as leading the way is Elsa Eckenrod with 9, Courtney Carruthers with 8, Meredith Ward with 6, Jordan Hafner with 5, Shelby Hicks with 4, Hannah Jones with 2, and Kelly Wandell with 2. As for Covenant, Cosette Kirsch leads all scorers for them with 13 points, Ruthie Moore with 7, Destiny Mergillis with 1, Mary Elaine Mitchell with 1 as well. So out of the 22 points, 13 of those coming from Cosette Kirsch, who's having a really nice ball game. And both teams coming back on the court to begin the second half of action. And we are underway, and Covenant begins with the basketball as Cosette Kirsch has it up top. We'll swing the ball around as Mitchell gets it inside. And good defense forces them to kick it right back out. Driving in and kicking over to Mergillis. Mergillis tries to go across the line and reverse layup up, no good. But she was able to draw the foul from Kelly Wandell. So 2 shots now from Mergillis. First free throw, no good. Second free throw up and good. Mergillis last week, the USA South Rookie of the Week, averaged a double-double with 16 points and 10 rebounds. Things not going her way today so far. She's only got 2 points for the ball game. Good defense by Maryville so far against her. As Eckenrod goes up for the 3 that time and no good, but Mergillis does come away with the rebound. She'll get it over to Cosette Kirsch, and here comes Covenant. Mary Elaine Mitchell for 3. Good. And it's back to a 10-point ball game as Covenant is so far the only one scoring here in the second half. Here comes Jordan Hafner. She'll kick it over to Wandell. Wandell up and good. And Wandell on the board. That will be Kelly Wandell's first points other than 2 free throws she made earlier. So now she's up to 4. She's got 5 rebounds for the game. Averages about 13. They'll get it inside to Mitchell. Mitchell over to Mergillis. Mergillis jumper. No good. Rebound. Covenant very active inside, but they missed the second chance opportunity there. And here comes Jordan Hafner for Maryville. Shot up and good for Hafner. Hafner now with 7 points today. She is 2 of 4 from the field. 2 of 5. Good defense as they're going to have to swing things around. And now Mitchell has it. Mitchell has a lane open. Up, no good. Mitchell will draw the foul. And we've got 2 substitutions coming into the game for Covenant. It appears to be Naomi Crumley and Michaela Price, who will be entering in just a moment as Price comes in and Mergillis goes to the bench. Free throw up and no good for Mitchell. Second free throw is good. Mary Elaine Mitchell, an 81% free throw shooter, 1 of 2 that time from the line. And here comes Maryville. Hannah Seals with the basketball. Seals over to Hafner. Hafner now back to Seals. And Cosette Kirsch all over Hannah Seals, making it tough for her, but she's finally able to get rid of it. And Wandell up inside, misses. Gets the rebound, goes up again, no good, but she's fouled.
The foul is on Covenant number 33, Michaela Price, her first, team first.
First free throw up and good for Wandell. Second free throw up and good. Also, Wandell having a really nice season from the free throw line. She is 4 of 4 today, and prior to that was 5 of 5, has yet to miss a free throw. So 9 of 9 from the free throw line so far this season for Kelly Wandell. Price up top, swings it inside. Now back out to Price. She'll move the ball around, and Ruthie Moore will drive. Nothing doing. She's going to have to give it to Kirsch. Kirsch guarded closely on the outside, moves the ball around. They're trying to break this zone, but having a lot of difficulty doing so as Crumley takes a three. And the bank is open today as Crumley's able to get it in. Three ball is good, and your score, 42-29. Maryville leads with 7:08 remaining in the third quarter. Hafner drives, tries to kick it outside, and Elsa Ackenrod in the wrong place as that time Hafner throws it towards the bench. So out of bounds, and it will be Covenant basketball. McIntosh with the ball up top. 2-3 zone for Maryville. Try to get it inside, active hands. McGillis somehow able to come away with it. Gives it to Crumley, back to McIntosh. McIntosh over to Mitchell, now inside to Moore. Moore brings it back out. McIntosh finds a hole in the zone, drives inside, loses it. McGillis recovers, and McGillis loses the handle, falls out of bounds, and it'll be Maryville basketball. Tough time for McGillis today, but again, she's facing some really talented and experienced bigs inside for Maryville with the likes of Hannah Jones, Holland Geralds, Kelly Wandell. You've got a lot of experience in the post for Maryville against a freshman who is really learning how to do things and how to play in this league, and she's going to be a really talented player, but that's a tough matchup any day of the week. McIntosh moves it around. McGillis has it. McGillis drives inside, guarded by Jones, has to get rid of it. Now Mitchell, jump up, jumper, no good. Rebounded by Hafner. Here comes Maryville. Hafner over to Ward. Ward inside, kicks it out. Eckenrod, now to Carruthers. Back to Eckenrod. Now Carruthers got an open three. She tries the pump fake and then drive inside, but they're going to say that she walked. So it'll be a turnover, and now the ball will go back to Covenant. Inbounding for Covenant was number 15, Ruthie Moore. She gives it to Kirsch. Kirsch will try to break the zone, have to bring it right back out. Stolen by Eckenrod, and here comes Maryville. Over to Hafner. Three ball. No good. And rebounded by Mary Elaine Mitchell of Covenant. Covenant down 13 with 5:25 remaining here in the third quarter. Coming over to the scorer's table to check in just a moment is Holland Geralds for Maryville. We're also going to have Seals come over to the scorer's table as well. Three ball up and no good for Kirsch. And rebounded by Jordan Hafner. Hafner splits the defenders, and she's going to be fouled while she does so. That foul will be on number 20. That is Alyssa Moore, the sophomore guard from Linden, Washington. Will be her third of the ball game, team second of the quarter. Couple substitutions in. Holland Gerald's in the ball game, and so is Hannah Seals, as Hefner and Eckenrod will go to the bench. Seals hands it off to Ward. Ward looks to drive, kicks it over to Gerald's. Gerald's back over across court, and now they'll get it inside to Hannah Jones. Hannah Jones tries to turn around and make a move, and it looks like she will draw the foul on Alyssa Moore. That's going to be her fourth foul. Looks like Trevelyan talking to Hannah Jones, letting her know, hey, you got the size advantage. You got to just go up with that. Seals to inbound. They'll get it into Jones. Jones kicks it back out to Seals. Seals drives. Up and good. Nice job that time by Seals. Kind of lulls the defender to sleep and then takes off past her, goes up with the layup, and it's now 44-29. Maryville leads. Kirsch gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell now back to Kirsch up top. They're going to have to kick it right back outside. Price now with it. Now over to Mitchell. Mitchell, three ball, no good. And battling for that rebound and coming away with it is the freshman Meredith Ward. And here comes Maryville. Meredith, around one, goes up with the shot, and good. Coach Trevelyan's got a nice little talented group of freshmen who are playing really well in today's ball game. Hefner, Seals, Ward. Some names you're going to hear a lot over the next few seasons. And we've got a timeout on the floor for Covenant. Let's take one with them. Your score with 3:44 remaining in the third quarter. It is Maryville 46, Covenant 29. You're listening to the Scots Broadcasting Network. Cosette Kirsch with the ball. She'll get it over to Crumley. Crumley tries to get it across court and intercepted is Maryville. And now the fast break. Carruthers up. Layup. Good. Carruthers now with 10 points in the ball game as she leads all scorers for Maryville. Almost stolen again that time by Seals. So they'll get it over to Ruthie Moore. Kirsch inside. Up and around Jones. Goes up with the shot and good. Maryville now with the ball, and Hannah Seals will bring it across half court. She'll give it over to Carruthers. Open three, and she makes them pay. As Carruthers now with 13 points in the ball game, and she is 3 of 4 from the three-point line. Caleb Price, tough defense by Seals, who reaches inside and gets the jump ball. Possession arrow will go to Maryville. As I mentioned a minute ago, Courtney Carruthers having a really nice ball game. Second team West Division as a freshman, having a really impressive game tonight as a sophomore. Here comes Covenant. And Ruthie Moore with the basketball, closely guarded by Sills and Carruthers at the double team. She gets out of it, and Crumley with the three up, no good, and rebounded by Shelby Hicks. And here comes Maryville. They get it up forward to Carruthers, but Carruthers under the basket has to bring it back out. She'll give it to Hannah Seals. Now over to Hicks. Now inside to Geralds. Geralds drives. Kicks it back out. 3-ball. No good. Rebounded by Jones. Jones will go back up with it, and Jones will draw the foul. That's going to be on Destiny Mergillis.
The foul is on Covenant number 1, Destiny Mergillis. It's her first 4 on the team.
That's the kind of aggressive play that Coach Trevelyan wants to see. Getting that rebound, knowing your size advantage, and going right back up with it. First free throw up and good for Jones. Second free throw good as well, and now Jones with 4 points for the ball game. She'll make her way to the sidelines, and Kelly Wandell will re-enter. Crumley now with the ball on the right side of the key, gets it over in the corner. Now they'll give it to Mergillis, who kicks it right back out. 3-ball for Ruthie Moore, no good. Rebounded by Hicks. Hicks to Carruthers. Carruthers has to give it right back to Hicks. Nice pass that time by Courtney Carruthers. And Shelby Hicks with 2 points. That's just a smart basketball play. The defense turned towards Carruthers, and she gives it right back to Hicks with an opportunity for a layup, and Hicks connects. Shelby Hicks now with 6 points for the ball game. Mergillis goes up. No good, and a jump ball as before she went up with it. Maryville tried to take it away from her, causing the jump ball. Possession arrows with Covenant, so Covenant now will inbound under the goal. Inbounding for Covenant will be Cosette Kirsch. She'll give it to Mergillis. Mergillis inside guarded by Hannah Seals, and that one will be a foul. (55-31). Maryville leads with 1:10 remaining in the third quarter. And Destiny Mergillis for Covenant at the line. First free throw up and good. Second free throw, no good. And coming away with it is Holland Gerald. She'll give it to Seals. Double team coming on, and Seals tries to go around, and they are going to call the foul on number 14, Naomi Crumley.
The foul is on Covenant number 14, Naomi Crumley. It's her first 5 on the team.
That'll be her first 5 on the team, so that will now send Hannah Seals to the free throw line. First free throw, no good. And we've got a couple substitutions who entered just a moment ago. Number 0, Madison Blevins. Number 10, Cora Dodson. And number 25, Maddie Mitchell, enter the game for Covenant. Second free throw up and good for Seals. And now she's up to 3 points for the ball game. Kirsch with the ball. She'll give it up. And Moore now with it. Moore over to Blevins. Blevins hands it back off to Kirsch. Kirsch tries to drive, kicks it back outside. Shot clock winding down. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Someone's going to have to get rid of it. And a 3-ball up and no good for number 10, Cora Dotson. Rebounded by Hicks. Looks like Covenant may have knocked it out of bounds, so we'll stay with Maryville and Holland Gerald's to inbound. 30-second timeout for Maryville. Let's take one with them. 27 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Maryville 56, Covenant 32. Maryville now to inbound. Wandale down the court to Hannah Seals, and the pass is broken up, and Covenant now with the ball. Ruthie Moore gets rid of it. She'll give it to Kirsch. Kirsch double team. She'll have to give it right back to Moore. Moore's going to try to break that zone. She'll turn and hand it off to Kirsch. Kirsch inside and a block by Kelly Wandale. And Courtney Carruthers, who gets it, is going to be fouled by number 10, Cora Dotson. And that'll be the 6th team foul, and Carruthers will make her way to the free throw line. First free throw up and good. Carruthers, an 80% free throw shooter, connects both times at the line there, and she's now up to 15 points. Last shot for Covenant. Madison Blevins up and no good on the three-point attempt, and time will expire here in the third quarter. Your score at the end of 3, Maryville 58, Covenant 32. We'll be back to bring you the last quarter of action in just a moment. Maryville inbound to begin the fourth quarter, and Shelby Hicks will get it in to Courtney Carruthers, and Carruthers now over to Hefner. Hefner to Meredith Ward, now back across to Carruthers. Open three, count it. Nice shooting night for Courtney Carruthers, as she is now 4 of 6 from behind the three-point line. It'll be 18 points for Carruthers today. They try to get it inside to McGillis, and coming around the corner is Ward knocking the ball away. But they're going to call a reach-in foul on Ward, so the ball will remain with Covenant and Cosette Kirsch to inbound. She'll get it into McGillis. McGillis guarded by Eckenrod. McGillis goes up with it, no good. Rebounded though by Covenant, and back up with it is number 20, Alyssa Moore, and Moore is fouled. Foul will be on number 24, Meredith Ward. That'll be a quick 2 fouls for the team on Maryville to begin the fourth quarter. As first free throw up and good for Alyssa Moore. Kelly Wandale at the scorer's table getting ready to come in just a moment. Second free throw, no good, and rebounded by Eckenrod. He'll give it to Carruthers, and Carruthers will hand it off to Hefner. Hicks with the ball. Hicks drives, sees nothing, gets it back up top to Eckenrod. Eckenrod in the corner to Hefner. Hefner pump fake, drive, kicks, and now Carruthers with it. Carruthers will take it herself. Nice handoff to Ward, and the basket is good. Teamwork right there, and really nice passing, moving the basketball around the court until you make the right basketball play. And that time, Carruthers does so right there, and Ward gets 2 points. Ward's up to 8. Kirsch gives it off to Ruthie Moore. Now Ruthie Moore gives it inside to Blevins. Gives it to Alyssa Moore. A three-pointer up and good for Covenant. So now 63-36, Maryville leads with 8:22 remaining in this ball game. Hefner has the ball. Hefner will drive, get it over to Carruthers. Carruthers, step back jumper, up, in, and out. And here comes Covenant. Mitchell with it. Mitchell will kick it over to Kirsch. Kirsch will take a three. No good. Rebounded by Eckenrod. Here comes Maryville. Eckenrod looking cross court, and she'll connect with Carruthers. Carruthers to Ward. Ward to Eckenrod. Eckenrod will drive. Go up with it, and she'll be fouled by Mergillis. Ward will come over to the sidelines as Kelly Wandell will re-enter for Maryville. Looks like Naomi Crumley will come in for Destiny Mergillis of Covenant. And one more substitution as Mary Elaine Mitchell goes to the sidelines. Michaela Price re-enters for Covenant. First free throw up and good. Second free throw good as well. Kirsch now with the basketball for Covenant. Good defense. Hefner almost comes away with it that time. Nice attempt at the pickpocket. They'll get it outside to Crumley. Crumley double team. She's going to have to get rid of it. Michaela Price now with the ball. That shot clock winding down again. Defense doing a really good job forcing Covenant late into the shot clock each possession. But they come away with the rebound, and you've got a fresh shot clock up there, so 15 seconds now. Kirsch inside, kicks it back out. Here comes Crumley. Crumley will drive, go up with it, and good. Jordan Hefner with the ball. Hefner has it stolen from her. Good job that time by Kirsch. She's taking it right away, and Kirsch will drive. But she's going to be double teamed, and Hefner tries to take it right back. But instead of a jump ball, they're going to call a foul. A few substitutions into the ball game for Maryville. Hannah Seals and Holland Gerald's back into the game. Looks like McIntosh, Mitchell, and Mergillis back in for Covenant. They'll get it into Mergillis. Mergillis now over to Crumley, and Crumley's going to take three. No good. Rebounded by Geralds. Oh, Geralds loses it. Still able to come back away from it. Battling down low, and Covenant reaches in and causes a jump ball. The possession arrow will be with Covenant. Get it inside of Mergillis. She'll swing it outside. Crumley now over to Mitchell. Mitchell, three ball. Good. 65-41. Maryville leads with 6:22 remaining in the ball game. Jumper up. No good. Rebounded by Wandell. Wandell out to Geralds. Geralds will drive. Now over to Hannah Seals. Seals with the ball. Inside to Wandell, but loses it. Just a bad pass that time and intercepted by Covenant. And as Carruthers reaches in, the last one to touch it, though, on the loose ball was Mitchell. So Maryville will get it right back, and Holland Gerald's to inbound. Hannah Jones will come in for Wandell, who will go to the sidelines, and Shelby Hicks will come in as well. Hannah Sills with the ball. Over to Carruthers. Carruthers around the pick, will go up with the three, and good. And now Carruthers with 21 tonight. Kirsch has it up top, gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell now to McIntosh. McIntosh sees nothing. Nope, she's going to step back and take a three of her own. And McIntosh with the answer. Carruthers jumper up, no good. And coming away with it is Covenant, but a walk. And a turnover as Maryville will get the ball right back. Looks like Madison Blevins, the freshman guard from South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, back in the ball game. Michaela Price in as well. Hannah Sills has it up top. And a foul on Cosette Kirsch that time, heavily guarding Seals. So Maryville now will inbound. Holland Gerald's inbound. Seals has it, guarded by Kirsch. Seals will give it over to Shelby Hicks. Hicks inside to Carruthers. Carruthers kicks it back out to Gerald. Gerald's drives, now gives it to Hannah Jones. Jones turns around, shot, good, and the foul. Again, aggressive play by the post player, Hannah Jones, who gets it, turns around and takes it straight up with it. Not only makes it, but draws the foul. And again, this is the type of aggressive play in the post Coach Trevillion's looking for from his post players. Really nice job that time. Free throw up and good. Now Hannah Jones adding to her point total today. That'll be 7 points. .435 remains here in the fourth quarter of action, and it is 71-43. Maryville leads. Blevins is going to have to get rid of it. She does, and here comes Cosette Kirsch, guarded closely. She's going to have to get rid of it. This is just stifling defense, and we've seen this 4 quarters of play now. Maryville is not letting up. And that's nice to see if you're if you're Coach Trevilion, because you've got a decent lead here. Sometimes what happens when you see a decent lead like this, you see the players kind of let off the gas a little bit. He's kept his team locked in, and they have done a fantastic job not letting up. I mean, early on in the season, you want to see this from your basketball team, and it's really nice to see them continuing to play as hard as they are, as it is 71-43. Maryville leads with 4:09 remaining in the fourth quarter. Waiting the call here as a meeting of the minds between the 3 referees, going over what happened. Looks like it's going to be Maryville basketball. And indeed, they will confirm that. So now, Shelby Hicks to inbound. She will give it to Hannah Seals, guarded closely by Cora Dodson. And Seals able to get it across half court. She'll give it to Eckenrod. Eckenrod now over to Carruthers. Carruthers got an open 3, decides to take it inside a little bit before a step back jumper. No good, but she comes away with her own rebound. Gets it inside to Eckenrod. Eckenrod up and foul.
The foul is on Covenant number 4, Karis McIntosh, her first 4 of the team.
First free throw up and good for Eckenrod. Second free throw up and good as well. Now a 30-point lead for Maryville. McIntosh has it up top. She'll get it inside. Now they'll kick it right back out to Dotson. Dotson up. 3 ball is good. Seals will get it over to Carruthers. Carruthers crosses the logo. She'll kick it over to Eckenrod. Eckenrod pump fake. Eckenrod drives, goes up with the shot. And tried the Euro step, but they're going to say that she walked, and so Covenant now with the basketball. McIntosh, 3 ball, no good. Rebounded by Dotson right there to come away with it and come up with the basket. And Dotson with a quick 5. Carruthers kicks it out to Eckenrod. Eckenrod moves it around. Shelly Hicks now back to Eckenrod. 3 ball, bottom. That is Eckenrod's 4th three-pointer of the game. And your score with 2:54 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Maryville 76, Covenant 48. We'll be right back. Covenant with the ball, and they'll move it around. Dotson with the basketball. And almost stolen that time by Carruthers. McIntosh is able to recover, but as she turns to fire to Dotson, she steps out of bounds, and Maryville right back with it. Shelby Hicks inbound. She'll give it over to Carruthers. Carruthers guarded closely by Nicole Ritkers, the junior guard from Front Royal, Virginia. And they'll move it around back in the hands of Carruthers. Carruthers will drive. She'll go up with the shot. No good. Just a little too strong that time is on the layup. And here comes McIntosh. Nice up and under that time. It just rims out. Maryville back with it. Almost stolen by Dotson. Hicks inbound. She'll get it over to Seals. Seals will drive. Kick to Eckenrod. 3 ball. Good. And now Eckenrod with 5 3-pointers today. Her and Courtney Carruthers both with 5 threes have just absolutely been lighting it up. And Eckenrod now with 19 total points for today's ball game. Pump fake for McIntosh. Jumper up. Good. 79-50. Maryville leads with 1:45 remaining in this ball game. Here comes Hannah Seals. Hannah Seals kicks to Carruthers. 3. Up, in and out, and rebounded by Covenant. It'll stay with Maryville, and now we've got 2 substitutions into the ball game as number 21, Haley Harmon, and number 23, Audrey Sanders enter for the Scots. Sanders inbounds and gives it to Seals. Seals back out to Sanders. Pump fake. Sanders drives. Gives it over to Ward. Ward up. Good. Nice ball movement and a really good assist that time by Sanders. And now Meredith Ward with 2 more points. Now has 10 for the ball game. Dotson will drive. Good defense. She's going to have to get rid of it. She does. She'll kick it outside. Pump fake. Swinging the ball around, and Ritkers now with it. Ritkers takes the 3. No good. Rebounded by Sanders. Sanders filling up the stat sheet in just a few seconds she's been in the ball game, and Sanders will go up with it, up and around the defender, and 2 points. So a rebound, an assist, and 2 points for Audrey Sanders in less than a minute. First free throw up and no good for McIntosh. Second free throw good, and Sanders inbound. She'll give it to Seals. Come around the right side and Seals by hand to Carruthers. She shoots a three and good. And the sixth three-pointer for Courtney Carruthers today. That'll take her point total up to 24. McIntosh over to Dotson. Dotson drives. Gets back out to McIntosh. Loses the ball. And coming away with it is Hannah Seals. Seals gets it. And Carruthers comes away with it. Tries to hand it off to Sanders, but looks like she ran into Dotson and she lost the ball. And Dotson took a hard fall and she is down on the court. So she's going to be checked on by Coach Bareford and the athletic trainer for Maryville. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. 24 seconds remain. 86-51, Maryville leads. Back to action is Carruthers at the free throw line. First free throw in and out. Second free throw is good. 25 points for Courtney Carruthers. And McIntosh with the ball. She'll get it over to Crumley. Now back to McIntosh. Now over to Ridkers. Swing it across to Crumley. Back to McIntosh, who will shoot the three, and good. Sanders inbounds, gives it to Seals. 5 seconds left on this clock, and Maryville will just let it run out. And that will do it for your ball game today as Maryville College defeats Covenant College 87-54 and moves to 3-0. The women will be back in action on the Randy Lambert Court tomorrow at noon, and you can catch that on the Scots Broadcasting Network on YouTube. But before then, we have the men's basketball game tonight at 6 p.m. as the Maryville College men host the Hawks of Huntington College. So we hope you tune in and enjoy that broadcast as well. Also, as a reminder, you can follow your Fighting Scots daily at mcscots.com or via social media on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at mcscots. Special shout out tonight to our interim director of athletics, Sarah Kwiatraki, for her diligent work in keeping our student athletes healthy and playing. Today's stats were provided by Assistant Sports Information Director Chris Cannon. Until our next broadcast, thanks for tuning in to Scots Broadcasting Network and listening to Maryville College Athletics. I'm Heath Dunkel, and your final score, Maryville College 87, Covenant College 54. Until next time, so long, good night, and yes, that just happened.